God.
We're just unruly. We're
Yeah.
an unruly bunch of hooligans.
That's
So
us.
many hooligans. Tomfoolery knowing no bounds.
Shenanigans and
I like shenanigans.
far-fetched.
I
That is a
posted this on
Pokemon.
Facebook.
You beat me to it.
I feel obligated to inflict this extremely good Valentine on everyone as much as possible until the
You
end of
know,
time.
it's still accurate.
I'll have you know, I still have that on my refrigerator.
Yay!
It's
my
The
favorite
Slowpoke with
Nazi
Happy
comic.
New Year. Oh
Yep.
my god.
Printing those out and handing them out to people. It was so good.
It was the last thing I got at a con before the pandemic, I think.
Oh.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So what I'm hearing is Slowpoke caused the pandemic.
It's,
I mean,
yeah, clearly that must be it.
Slowpoke's hard work in 2023 will cause the 2020 pandemic.
Uh-huh.
I do like when Pokemon Go does the old New Year's Slowpokes.
Yeah.
That's fun. I wish they kept that going this year, but they ran out
Yeah,
of
I was sad.
Slowpokes.
I was sad not to see them.
I was hoping we'd get a Mega Slowbro or whatever as 2023, but they didn't
Yeah,
do
that
it.
would be funny.
The cowards.
Oh wow.
They're like, have a golden owl. Like, we already have that. We have golden owl at home. Anyway, yeah, somebody recap.
Okay, oh god. Okay, so last week. It was
Solid
last
start.
week, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you guys laughing at me?
Yeah.
We're off to a great
Damn it.
start.
Okay, so last week, we picked up with Penelope being like, "Oh fuck, I done fucked up," and then Johnny was like, "Nah, probably not." And then she went and talked to Cotton Eye Joe, which that was a thing. Joe is just as much of a dick as you would imagine. Yeehaw. I'm suddenly remembering the question that I was gonna have Penelope ask him, and so now I have to find a way to talk to him again. I don't wanna. And then let's see, and then Annis and Aiden played 3-card Monty. Was it 3-card Monty?
Nope, we had horse races, not horror races.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no,
That's
before
it.
the horse races.
3-card Monty was in the first session.
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't
Slot
remember why,
machines.
but Annis and for whatever reason, Annis and Aiden were talking to Leopold.
Yeah, it was that was like the end of the
Start.
previous week / the beginning of last
Yeah.
week. I was trying to talk to them. Utterly
and-
failing.
Yeah, it did not go so well for Annis.
Yeah.
Slots. We did the slots.
Oh yeah, slot machines happened. Annis is a beast at slot machines.
Jesus, fuck yes.
Penelope should never go near a slot machine ever again in her life.
That was the Harvesters one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then there was the horse race with all the horses. Where the fuck is my notebook? I know I wrote all this shit down. I still haven't fully unpacked.
It was a Pegasus,
Yeah, it was Pegasus.
Sleipnir, a Hippogriff, Bucephalus, red hair, Annis
Oh.
turned into a horse. She was Hey Girl Hey, and Aiden as Aiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't remember what we named Aiden.
I
Batman.
would.
No, he was Batman. He was
Batman
Batman.
and Hey Girl Hey, which was my
It was
favorite.
Batman and Hey Girl Hey.
And Hey Girl Hey fucking taking the cake with Batman
Yeah.
at last. You know, we had to have somebody in both spots.
But also that
Between
just
you and
means
me,
Annis
Hey Girl
is-
Hey was cheating, but
I mean, got dispelled before caught, so
I mean, I
important.
also have like a ridiculous plus to my relevant skill.
yeah.
I had like a +7 while I was a horse to athletics. Athletics apparently.
Yeah, a lot of the
You
things
have
that
a-
were
one even without cheating.
Yeah, a lot of the things in this were designed for flying, and putting them on the ground actually made life worse because then they were just carrying dead weight wings.
Oh
Womp
boy.
womp.
But yeah, so Annis ends up being a boss at blackjack and slot machines and being a horse.
You know,
And then-
well-rounded gambling fields.
Oh god. Okay, this is where my knowledge of last week is gonna start falling the fuck apart. There was the boat game, no,
Mhm.
the ships and captains. It was actually a really fun little game.
You won the shit out of that.
Oh yeah,
You did.
That was the
I
last thing
just
that happened was the
completely
sh-
decimated Elias, and me personally, I enjoyed every moment of it. Not gonna lie. Penelope also felt just the slightest hint of joy at it. And then she gave Elias a coin, and I think she gave
church, right?
the church a coin, and she gave Elias a coin, I know for sure. And I think
you
she
give
gave Jonas a
Church?
coin.
Yeah.
Okay. So you gave one to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what you could have done? What would have been hilarious? You still have the chance to.
What?
You can give a coin to the dude that couldn't enter the games.
No.
Give a one for the pit.
No. But yeah, so yeah, that happened. Oh god, my yeah.
You had a conversation with Joe.
Yeah, I already covered that one.
Biden had a conversation with the
Oh
Butcher.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
a
remember.
to be continued later.
Oh yeah, the harvesters. The butcher tried to dispel
Dispel.
Aiden.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, and then Aiden had a conversation with Johnny.
Yup.
I will be completely
still
honest.
underneath
I
the
don't
boat.
remember the context of the conversation at all.
It was pretty much just Aiden warning Johnny, assume everyone on the boat is a dead apostle, and please understand that, like, Joe is not attached to Van-Fem, so be careful, in
Oh,
case
okay, yeah.
probably hasn't relayed that over yet.
And then I think that's all. I'm probably missing something.
And then we were picking up with it about to be pit time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So other small details. You found out who the knife belongs to.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's right. Because it belongs to Brutus.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was the
Salad.
final knife to stab Caesar.
You also specifically, Penelope, found out that,
Fuck.
yeah, dude, Faye, McGee,
Oh, Pierce is actually the guy who absorbed all the energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
confirmed.
despite his moe looks, he is pure evil.
No, it's okay.
And-
Aiden was dying on that hill.
Specifically,
And then,
you found out that he was the guy from something that happened in Penelope's backstory a while ago.
I mean that too.
Wait.
But
Yeah. And then she put two together and was like, "Oh shit, he's also that guy." Fuck.
Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, when y'all tell him, he's gonna be like,
I fucking told you.
I told you.
But yeah, now you have a little bit more context as to why Van-Fem is like, don't get close to that guy.
Mm-hmm. He gonna absorb you. Nom 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 nom.
Yup. And then
Like-
and then Penelope had that conversation with the church.
Yeah.
Where because that's when she found out about Pierce. And she was like, "Do you know anything about Ruby Clover?" And they're like, "I don't know. Who the fuck is that?" And she's just like, "Good."
Later, asking questions.
Goes back to the church. Did y'all know about a Ruby Clover? Her name popped up.
Yeah, we don't know shit. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
okay. I think that's
covers
it.
everything.
I think that
And
covers
the pit
everything.
was-
Yeah,
we-
the last thing that happened was everyone got cleared off of the lower decks, and the pit is about to start.
Yep. And just for context, Aiden is not actually on the deck right now. We just didn't feel like dragging him back and forth. Aiden is currently resting because he got super tired.
That
Horse
was
racing is
also
hard.
Yeah.
And it turns
Well,
out it's hard to beat a horse that doesn't carry a himbo on the upper half.
Well, I know what Anis wants to do immediately, but I don't want to like just kind of start unless.
I mean, I feel like that that
Go
starting would help set though, because you don't want to
Okay.
like lose that. Yeah.
Yeah, also you confirmed that after this game there will be a break for a bit,
Mhm.
long enough for short rest before we go on to the final thing, which you don't know about yet. So, hooray.
Do we
Yay,
get like a
recaps.
specific amount of time, or is it just there's going to be a gap of time?
You know it's going to be a few hours. You don't know specifically it starts at X time. You just know it's going to be a few hours.
Okay,
So.
yeah. 'Cause I feel like at some point we were told it started right before dawn. Okay.
Yeah, the understanding is that there will be a winner of whatever it is decided by dawn, presumably in the lead up to dawn. But seeing as it's currently like not even midnight yet, I think. Let me check.
Mhm.
We get time.
Yeah, I don't think I advanced it for the last game, so I'll do that now.
It
but-
should be midnight now.
I also have a
Oh, it's only like
question.
9:45. These are going pretty quick.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah.
Is there, on the side of the boat that I'm on, is there a way to get downstairs from here, or will I have to go down into the pit area in order to get downstairs?
So we've been rolling with the idea that there's essentially a service stairway where Aiden is standing on the screen. That
Okay.
takes you down without having to go through the main area. It doesn't make sense for the map, but neither does the boat, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
It is running on different logic because it's run by a dead apostle controlling their space. So
Yeah.
they give it like that ship in Final Fantasy VIII where you can constantly go downstairs and never reach the bottom because it's poorly mapped.
All right, that's fair. Okay, so Anis is going to turn to the rest of the posse. So, I have no desire to watch animals kill each other. I'm going to go downstairs and take a break.
Wait, so it's like a fighting pit?
It
That's
seems
what it
to
sounded
me
like.
they're going to be summoning familiars to fight each other, and even though I know they're not real animals, they're still real animals. I'm not watching it.
Oh,
I don't
that's
have
fair.
any, I don't have any coins anyway. I have no stake in this.
Yeah, oh my god, okay, sorry, hold on.
And someone's got to go tell Aiden definitely not to come up, because he would be even more upset than I would watching animals fight each other.
Yeah, considering he,
Oh, I didn't.
okay, I think I'm hearing an echo now.
Sorry, like I didn't say Aiden. I definitely said Sugar Cube.
That's what I assume. I'm not going to punish you for that in the first 5 minutes of the session. That'd be really cruel.
But 30 minutes in, you better not fuck up.
She's just gonna do.
Alright, so you're both... Yeah.
You
bring Hemlock with you? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okie dokie. If you're going down there, then as you walk by, Derek sort of whispers in a low breath, "Don't worry, I'll keep her safe." Because you gave him instructions for the night.
She's just gonna like pat him on the shoulder and head on.
Okay. Now to roll something.
Now would be a great time to go and start 15 fights.
Oh. And that's how Anis and Aiden came back upstairs to just war. What is it good for? Absolutely.
Some stuff, who knows.
But yeah, I'm assuming I have no trouble getting down there, getting to the elevator.
Yeah, so as you go down the stairs, Anis notices that while she was feeling kind of woozy on board the ship where it's swaying back and forth on the deck, She doesn't have that problem when she goes down the stairs.
Interesting.
It is suspiciously still.
Very interesting.
Okay. I'm not going to drag you guys down, but it's understood you're not up here.
Yeah.
So. Okay, since the deck is cleared and everybody's up there, the MC, who's off on the other side, scroll faster, little screen thing, is now announcing to everyone. All right, everyone, it's finally time. You've been waiting. You knew it was coming. It's time for the pit. And as he says that, all of the tables on the deck descend into the floor, and a new surface extends over it, somewhat more metal. You know that the whole thing is reinforced, but when it slides over, you get the sense that this is much more reinforced than it was before. The only thing in the center now is the mast, which gets a nice shimmer around it and what you can only assume is some kind of barrier. And with that, the one fiend remaining up here floats up to the middle. This actually kind of looks like back when it was a stage, but somewhat less pretty. And it starts to cast some summoning spells. Hooray. And let's start dragging things out. So, first things first. Oh, there's a letter. That's boring. I'm going to get stuff in pictures. Already changing the plan. First contact. Changing the plan. There we go. So over here on the left side, you can see 3 weird creatures, which I have a picture for. Look at this friendly fellow. Seems legit, right?
Not the bugbears.
Yeah.
Yes, the bugbears.
I'm gonna cry.
Good.
They're so
Summoned
pretty.
3 of those. And then over on the right, what you'll see is dragged a pen. Get out of here, pen. That's not what we're doing. Summons 3 of these. Big flaming snake people with spears. And then in the middle, around the center, gonna summon 3 more things. Which
Oh no.
Penelope has seen before.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey, there was a timeline where you got to see this in person.
I'm really glad he's downstairs right now. Because his father instincts would have kicked in.
Probably for the best.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then he calls out to everyone. All right, everyone, we'll be placing bets right now for the first round. There will be 3 rounds, but for this first one, they're going to be even odds. So place your bet as much or as little as you like, and the payout will be 3-fold. So pick your team if you wish to participate at all.
Do we have to go over to where he is to place the bets, or can we just be like...
Essentially, the fiend that did all the summoning is now floating around above all this stuff and taking bets directly. The fiend is wearing a Hawaiian shirt and a visor similar to the first one, but it also has on some khakis, and it looks pretty ridiculous, but it is here to take your bet. It has a little clipboard and a little bag to drop the coins into.
I would like to bet 5 coins on the dryads.
Okay. Alrighty. Then floats on over to the mage table. And they're gonna put 5 coins on the salamanders. Then it floats on over to the church table. And they're gonna put 2 chips on the bugbears. And then finally, it's gonna float up to the harvester table. And they're gonna put 3 chips on the salamanders as well. All right. Excitement. I just want you to know, originally one of these was going to have giant toads, but I didn't have a picture for them, and I wasn't going to go find one right now. But it's okay. All right. Now that all the bets have been collected, it's going to go back to the middle, and we're going to see what happens.
Woo!
All right, so it raises its giant demony claw, and it swings its arms down, and when it does, let me pull the map up so you can see it proper. So instantly the bugbears just go charging forward, surrounding the poor dryads, flailing their giant clubs around, and the salamanders seem to fan out more in a line, and they unleash flames with their spears up in defense. The dryads start to cast spells, but the one on the top is caught instantly unaware and brutally crunched by a bugbear. In turn, the fire that was coming from the salamander towards that goes through the now crushed body of the dryad directly into the top left bugbear, burning it instantly. You'll notice watching this that because these are summoned creatures, they're just poofing. It's remarkably TV PG for what is essentially a slaughter, but they're not leaving any remains. All right, as they continue on, the dryad on the bottom right finishes casting its spell, and it actually shoots a gust of thorns, like a gust of wind that out of nowhere is filled with vines and thorns that wrap around the bottom right salamander before it can exhale its own fire, strangling it into a poof. Similarly, the bottom left dryad manages to reach out and grab the bugbear that's swinging a club at it. And by getting so close to it, it causes the club to grow in size until the club actually slips out of its hand and it smashes into the one above it instead, or I guess to its left. So they're down to 1 bugbear. The salamander is now charging forward before the dryads can complete a new spell, but as it turns out, that top dryad, before it died, managed to get a spell out after all. It was just a subtle spell, which triggers a trap on the one moving from the top. And even though the deck is made of metal, the metal itself is actually chilled, and the fire snake effectively climbing across it slips, falls on its back, and then freezes solid and shatters into a new poof.
Oof.
And finally, as the remaining as the remaining fire snake charges forward with its spear, it stabs the dryad, but the dryad itself actually splits in half, with an upper left and an upper right half acting independently, which counter this by once again wrapping one of them in, this time thorn whips, pulling it in closer and closer, and then snapping back together, bisecting it entirely. Which now leaves 2 dryad and 1 bugbear. And the 2 dryads turn to the bugbear, clubless. As the bugbear tries to retrieve its club, it gets completely strangled out by a cloud of poisonous spores released by the left dryad, causing it to cough violently before falling over and poofing. So the 2 dryads won.
I'd always vote for the dryads.
Woo-hoo.
Go babies, go.
And then, in celebration of their victory, they are dismissed. So they get to poof a bit more pleasantly. But yeah, so first round winner is dryads.
Yay.
So that is plus 10 overall tokens for Penelope. Minus 5 mages. Minus 2 church. Minus 3 harvesters. Okay, so that was the first round. Doing pretty good up there. It's now going to summon some bigger things to catch your attention. Meanwhile, downstairs, how's Aiden doing?
So he would like try to kind of gauge the timing and start to like head to like he's like, do I go up now? Is it been the hour? Like he's just like kind of catching his breath still.
Yeah. It's been a little bit since you went down because there was definitely downtime for the entire last game since the race, and now that fight that just played out, it was only a few minutes, but the setting up, the summoning, the staging, and the prep for the next one, it's been about an hour.
Okay. He'd probably start to prepare to like get ready to go up.
Okay, well, as he's doing so, Annis arrives, so you are welcome to interact if you so desire while I set up the next one.
Yeah, Annis would do the usual, go to the door, knock on the door.
He'll open it, like peek through. Annis, what do? Why here?
The pit is awful.
Oh, no,
It's
no good.
It's not real animals and creatures and things. They're summoning familiars to fight, but they're making familiars fight each other, and then everyone can bet on it. And I just didn't want to watch that.
No, like.
I think I'm just gonna take a bit of a rest, and then eventually, I guess we'll find out what's going on with the final game and have some time to prepare for that.
Yeah. Well,
That's supposed to be before sunrise, and it's not that late yet, so I don't know what's going on there, but
Okay.
Hopefully someone will come and get us when the pit is done.
Was going to ask how we know. Okay. Do not want that. No, no, no. Well, you here, hey, idea. Hear
Okay,
out?
sure.
So, butcher talk, we do later. He tried to dispel. No, no good.
Oh,
Yeah. Gonna work later that. But everyone upstairs, right?
right. Well, except
I mean,
Lucretia, Lupin, and Catherine, and us.
they pretty sure they do heist.
Uh, oh, I guess that would explain why it's so still. Like the boat's not moving at all down here, right?
Mhm.
I'm not crazy.
No, no crazy. Told
Okay,
Derek. So if we hear
right.
no one interrupt, eyes away, we could snoop, get information that way.
I guess. Oh yeah, there's all that stuff that the mages brought. That's
Many things.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of stuff that Moss had to move into their room. Suppose we could go take a look in there.
Mm.
So long as we're not caught.
And check for trap. Oh my god.
Hmm? Oh no.
Sorry, look at the screen.
No.
I'm so glad we're downstairs right now.
Uh-huh.
Because he could come upstairs at this very moment and blend the fuck in. Except he don't poof. No, you know. So yeah. He's like, we snoop.
Sure. I am curious about what all they brought for what is essentially just a night on a boat. Why would they bring that much?
Yes. And we can check harvesters too.
I don't think they had any luggage. There's not that many other rooms down here. So I don't think we'll be getting any information about the harvesters.
Okay. Verbal them okay. Magic, we snoop.
Mages definitely. All
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
we're gonna mosey our way over to that highly suspicious room
Mm-hmm.
with the cannons.
Do you want me to drag you down there so you can actually do that?
Yeah,
If you
we might
want.
actually need to.
All right. One sec.
Like the
Now
first
we're-
thing Dennis is gonna do is definitely check to make sure the
trapped.
door's not trapped or anything like that.
God, yeah. That is.
That would be. What would I roll for that? Survival?
But just checking for traps?
Yeah.
It's a perception check.
I'm going to guidance you because I am not wasting my juice to be a man while we're snooping.
Okay.
You're not wasting your man juice.
I'm not
Well-
wasting my.
Happy mid-February, everyone.
Yay. All right, so it was this room down here, I think. No, it was the one over here. Oh yeah, with the weird like what looks like a bra.
It's totally a bra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cast guidance on you.
Okay, so guidance, just give
D4.
a D4. Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna check for traps. That's percent.
Mhm.
Mm. 10.
You don't see any traps?
All right. Is the door is closed, obviously?
Yeah.
All right, she's gonna
Wow.
reach out and try and open that door.
The door seems to be locked.
You don't know how to pick locks, do you?
My pick lock not same.
Uh,
We've witnessed him pick a lock on the horse prisons with his
I-
foot.
I guess I'll try.
He's gonna guidance you again. He's like,
Do
you
you
got
have
this."
tools to do that with?
Nope.
Okay. How are you trying then?
Okay. I mean,
We
I was about to say in the movies, but Ennis doesn't watch movies. I guess she's going to see if she can figure out how the door is locked. Is it just like a regular ass key lock, or is it something else?
So, in your experience with your own door, there's not really a locking thing going on.
Hmm.
Like, you always knock and then you come in.
Hmm.
maybe,
But like when she tries the handle, it just doesn't open.
Correct.
There's
maybe
no
we knock.
key. Oh. All right, she'll reach out and knock on the door.
Nothing happens.
Then she'll try the handle again.
It's still not letting you in.
Hmm. There's no windows or anything.
No.
I mean,
But like the handles turn and do like there is like a locking mechanism on the door of some
Yeah.
kind. Okay.
You just were like when your group checked in, you weren't given keys or anything. It's just always open for you.
I don't think this is going to work. I don't see a real way to open it other than by force, and then they'll know that someone was snooping around.
maybe Catherine know? She good blocks.
I mean, yeah, but where is she?
Yeah, that's question.
I'm just assuming they're doing their thing. I mean, we could go try and find them.
Roomba friend.
They're all upstairs.
Ah, that problem.
Can I see through? Is there like a gap in the door or anything?
You can investigate to try to figure out more about the door situation in general.
Oh, good. I have a bonus to investigation.
Ooh, damn.
Okay. Upon closer investigation, you notice that while it looks like a door, this is effectively a stylized wall. Like, there's no light coming or going under it. There's no gap in it. It's almost like they just Looney Tuned a door onto a wall.
But I definitely saw Moss use this door earlier, right?
You did.
Huh. Well, this is not a door. It's just a wall. There was definitely a door here before, and now there isn't.
Like Lucretia with wall cave?
Maybe.
You
I guess I'll
definitely
just-
saw this thing opening with a hinge and everything before. It's just doesn't seem to be a thing now.
Yeah, there was a door here before, and now there isn't. I guess I'll like kind of walk around here, see if I see anything. Walk around here.
Okay, going off the same investigation as before, because this is all one thing. All of the doors, except for the ones that you used before and the one that took you down here, seem to be fake.
Huh. It's not just the doors to this room. It's all the doors, including like this door right here.
Totally fake.
I wonder if this is something to do with what's going on upstairs, or something to do with the heist, or I don't know.
Maybe Van-Fem. Makes sense for guess.
This is definitely weird.
Very weird.
Gonna go back and check, not the door that we walked in, but the other door, the bathroom door. And I'm gonna look at all the other doors that we pass, and they're all fake.
The doors to your place are real.
Maybe they magic
Well,
connect to.
clarifying, the doors to the main room you've been using and the bathtub are real. The doors to the room that Penelope's been using are fake.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh. What about this door?
That one is real.
This is a real door. This is where Lupin and Catherine were, right?
Yes.
Gonna try the handle.
Yeah, let me... First of all, she's not actually there, so that's just me forgetting to turn off a token. Yeah, it opens. It's not the otherworldly place that I saw before. It's just the normal inside of the room. But it's there.
This
Maybe
is weird.
Well, no. If coded, we should have be able Penelope room, but only.
Yeah, so this door, fake. This door,
Yep.
fake.
Oh.
Good. I don't like this.
Me no. No like either.
Doors
Good.
to this room definitely still work.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna slide in here and close it. Good research, but bad for Snoop.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that simple to just go and snoop on what the mages brought. And, well, since Lupin and Catherine weren't just kind of hanging out in that room that they claimed, I can only assume they're heisting or they are gone.
That's fair too. Did tell if bad, please leave.
I mean,
Okay.
we could bother Moss about this, but I don't know what he could do other than tell us, yeah, that's a security feature.
Sounds, yeah. Plus, then he know we Snoop. And then fiends may know we Snoop.
Also true.
I guess we rest. Figure
I
out.
suppose that's about all we can do.
Yeah. Make plan.
Once we know once we know more about this final game and whatnot, we can plan. But for right now, I guess I'm just gonna take a nap.
Okay. I'm going to talk to harvesters again after.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Are you gonna try to talk to the boss or to the flunkies?
I try both. I can't speak German. Can no talk Leopold.
I mean, I could teach you a couple phrases, but I don't know how useful that would be. You don't want to just use your comprehend languages on those guys. Doesn't seem that important.
What seemed important to you?
The terrible people that have done terrible things to phantasmals. What do I care if their boss decides they're expendable?
Maybe one extra chance. Never hurt. But nap sound good. I go talk first, but I then nap too.
I mean, you really need it, buddy.
I go scrub. I sweaty, gross.
You
Must
go
prepare.
go talk to your lady.
Yeah. Knock when we leave, I guess.
I'm assuming someone from upstairs will come down here and let us know all of the fighting is done.
Okay. I go in here. And he just like closes the door and he goes off.
Okay, so is that everybody from the downstairs?
Yeah, that's
I'm going to have hemlock. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
The Adventures of Hemlock.
Da-da-da.
And then the doors were real for Hemlock.
Gasp. All right,
That'd
well,
be
in that
so
case,
bad.
I will zoom back up here and show people what popped up.
So
Let's
bad
just
about that.
pop some pictures up for everybody to look at. Because they're
Oh
cool.
no,
Oh, I
we
got the
can't
wrong
see the
picture.
top of the boat.
Oh yeah, I can't see. Oh well.
You can't see it?
I'll just I'll pull up the Twitch. Not a big deal. Give us an extra viewer.
I'm gonna join in.
Maybe one of our regulars is in chat and we can say hi.
Oh, there is. Oh shit.
What?
Hooray.
Oh, there was, maybe. Yeah.
I'm going to change out one of these things. They're boring. Now that I'm thinking it through more. Get out of here.
I was like, if you change up the centaurs and call them boring, I will fight you right now.
I mean,
Man,
you
those
could.
boring ass centaurs.
I will come up these
What with
stairs.
their horse asses and
I just want to find things that are all the same size is the main reason. Like looking at it here, I'm like, these should all be the same size.
Now Penelope gets to watch not only the children fight, but how centaurs fight too. She gets the preview.
mm.
And I feel like she's just like, I don't know, I don't like this theme.
She's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something, Van-Fem.
There we go.
He's specifically saying, fuck you, I didn't.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Oh, yeah.
And to make it a little more exciting, we're going to be a little spontaneous and add something I hadn't planned for. Hooray.
Ooh, spicy.
Are we getting like a fourth group to complete the circle?
Yep.
Oh.
Extra
I'm going down the list
spicy.
now to see what's extra fun. I don't know what that is.
Why not throw some beholders in there?
Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, sure. We're going to add something terrifying. Because it's D&D, ooze.
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 All right. Let's share some pictures of everything. So, from the top part, ochre jelly. Ew.
That's not what I wanted on my sandwich.
I don't recommend it. From the bottom, angry centaurs.
It's got the war paint and everything.
Yeah. On the left, you know some of those guys. It's some auguries.
Not an augury.
Gotta watch out for augury. And on the right, where's your picture? I mean, you've already seen these, like, recently, but some griffons.
Reform.
There we go. And same as before, the thing summoning all of them flies around to take your bets. This time the payout is fourfold.
She's gonna bet 5 on the centaurs.
Fair enough.
That's right.
Because ties are boring, we're going to have each group pick something different.
Whoa.
It's going to go down to the mage people who running out of money. They're going to put 5 on the griffins. Then it's going to fly over, and it's going to check with the churchy people. Whoosh. who don't really like their options here.
Say, are they going to be the Ooze Church, or are they going to be the Ogre Church?
Uncomfortable with all of it. They're gonna just go with the ogres because they're the furthest away, so they can see the least details on them. And they're gonna put 2 chips on the ogres. Notably, their last 2 chips.
Whoa.
Which leaves the harvesters to put 4 on the ooze. Okay. All right, let's see what happens when this nonsense begins. So bets are taken. Goes back to the middle, and it raises its hand to signify total chaos. So right here at the start, the oozes very slowly sludge forward towards the middle. They're being kind of ignored by the others. The griffins take flight, swooping down, try to use, that to their advantage. Let's actually clear off the map. There we go. Griffins are taking flight. The centaurs are using those big old spears, and they are charging the ogres before the ogres get moving, because the ogres are a little dumb. So they're not moving quite as quick, but they have way more mass behind them. And let's see what happens first. And not too shockingly, moving in unison, the centaurs, one closes in on the bottom ogre and does a jab at it with the spear. It seems to think it can tough this one out, so it pulls up its club to block the spear, and in doing so, it exposes its side, which a much faster centaur takes the long way around, flanking it and jabs it directly in the kidneys, bringing it down and into a poof. They're using pack tactics. All right. And while that's happening, the griffins swoop around screeching, and the one that swoops around to the top doesn't realize this, but while they are slow moving, oozes can reshape themselves at will, and the top one, in a very disgusting feat, goes and expands upwards, grabbing its leg and slowly pulling it in until it poofs within, allowing little poofs of ether floating out between the folds of the ooze. Probably looks like one of the more miserable ways to go. All right. The other ogre, turning to avenge its fallen ogre, runs afoul of the the remaining griffin, which swoops down above it and gets it from behind. It stumbles around trying to get this thing off its back as it scratches away, and literally trips into the pile of now 2 oozes and poofs off. So the ogres are already out. Not a great life. Alas, ogres. Okay. With that, the ogres now removed from the field, we have the centaurs lining up again together. And they seem to have decided that the oozes are not moving fast enough to be a problem. So they take a more defensive position against the flying griffin that is swooping down at them. And it seems to be taking a roundabout path itself. And so the 3 of them are circling each other in a pretty ridiculous amount of movement, because the centaurs are moving very quickly on the ground, never staying in one place. The griffin is swooping just out of their reach repeatedly. And as this happens, they find themselves moving closer to the very slow-moving oozes. And just as one of the oozes decides it's time to strike, it lurches forward at the top centaur, only for the top centaur to, again, dive out of the way as the other one moves into its place and stabs into the ooze, which doesn't seem to do much until the ooze starts to burn, as it has actually coated its spear in acid while all of this was going on, removing the top ooze from the field. Unfortunately, though, with its spear coated in acid and pulled in, the second ooze then overlaps the first centaur, destroying it in the process, bringing us down to one of each of these types remaining. Oh no. The remaining centaur doubles back, taking a much more defensive stance. Unfortunately, while all this was going on, the griffin moved into position and swoops down behind the centaur. It goes to block with its sword, but pinched between the griffin above and the ooze behind, it is unfortunately also enveloped by ooze. The centaur poofs, leaving only the griffin and the ooze.
No.
The griffin, however, decides to play it cool by just staying out of the ooze's reach. It saw from how much the first one stretched, and it just keeps floating above it and occasionally looking for some way to actually hurt it because it's an ooze, and centaurs do not carry acid. Eventually, though, the centaur in its swooping,
The griffin?
the centaur doesn't swoop. The griffin in its swooping manages to go up to the top of the area and then dive hard towards the ooze. Just before it comes into contact with it, it opens its claws, and you can see that it actually grabs something off one of the tables as it douses the ooze in alcohol, which causes the ooze to start to wither in a strange way in reaction to it, and eventually, due to its weak summon nature, the ooze fizzles out, and the griffin wins. So that is plus 15 for the mages. Now we have to look at the totals again. So Penelope was plus 10, then she bid 5, so she's plus 5 overall, putting her at 66. You could kill a Star Wars with that.
Yep.
The mages were at 5 plus the fourfold is 20, so they're plus 15 overall. So they're at 20. The church are out of monies.
Womp womp.
And the harvesters are down another 4, leaving them with nothing. All right, so the final one's going to come down to just Penelope and the mages. Hooray. All right, and at this point, we're just going to go ahead and resolve that because it'll be pretty quick.
Sweet.
And there's only one proper way that we could end a summon battle. So let's just dig out 2 big things for you to vote on, so to speak. Where are they? There we go. So to truly drive home the excitement of this and to really push through, Penelope gets to see the absolutely epic showdown between 2 huge things. So over here on the left side, let's see. Actually, I'm going to put this on the right side because that's the way the art's going, and that's more fun.
Oh, shit.
A Hydra. A huge monstrosity. I don't have to bother showing a picture because the token's huge. And on the left side, facing off against this Hydra, is a dinosaur. A T-Rex.
Oh, my God.
Kaiju battles intensify.
Penelope's going to slam down 10 coins for the T-Rex.
Respectable. All right, no problem.
She's also going to snap a picture of the T-Rex and send it to Vivi.
Fair. And the mages are going to go with the Hydra because might as well, right? Keeps it exciting. There's no point in betting on the same one. So they're going to go with
just sends the picture of the T-Rex, and it's like just a casual Friday night.
As you do. That T-Rex does look like it's a joke-telling comedy dog, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so yep, the two with bets remaining are in. You each went in for 10. The payout in this one is going to be double, so you could win up to 20 on this. Not that there's as much need for these coins after this, but why not, right?
Yeah, man.
Whatever you have left over will go to the prize wall later.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So I'm going to roll out their fight right now. It's kind of fun that I don't know which one's going to win until we do it either.
T-Rex, 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 T-Rex.
Okay. So the absolutely terrifying Hydra charges at the T-Rex just far enough for all of its various mouths to fly around and latch onto this creature on the sides. The T-Rex, unlike a real one, which would have a rumble that goes in the background, we hypothesize, this one is way more based on the conceptual idea of a T-Rex as inspired by Jurassic Park. So it lets out its crazy chainsaw roar instead, which shakes the whole boat up here. The people downstairs cannot hear it. But everybody up here can, and you can feel it. Like, you can feel it in your ears as this thing screams. And then, while all of these horrifying Hydra mouths are wrapping around it, it just goes straight for the core, like the body of this thing, and it just crunches down. And then the two of them start rolling around like a giant Katamari mess on the boat, clashing into stuff. Like, you can see the barrier of force around the central mast is the only thing preventing the boat itself from getting crushed. But as they're crawling around, chewing in this ridiculous ball, the T-Rex manages to shift its mass in such a way that some of the mouths in the Hydra can't reach it anymore. And as the Hydra flails around on its side, most of its face is down and curling up at it, the T-Rex continues on the core until it ultimately starts chomping through the body of this Hydra, completely ignoring the heads as they tear into it. And it's pretty gross. Like, again, it's bloodless, but there's smoke coming off of every wound. Everything is fading away as ether is entering the air until ultimately the T-Rex, while horribly mangled with holes ripped out of it left and right like an old Jurassic Park toy, it successfully clinches the core of the Hydra and breaks it in two, crushing it into poof and winning.
Nope,
And then
he's
does
just
the
gonna point
Jurassic
at the
Park
mages.
scream.
Huh?
And then does the Jurassic Park scream one last time as it poofs away, because it takes a lot of mana to keep those things around, and it's gone now. So, yeah. So Penelope
Nope,
wins
he's just
20
gonna-
on that.
She's just gonna point at the mages and just be like, "Get T-Rexed!"
They're laughing. They're just having fun with all of this. Okay, so that puts Penelope's total coin count at 76, if I math that correctly.
Yep.
And it puts the mage's coin count at 10 left. And that means that Penelope won the most this round.
Woohoo!
So you get a big ol' axe.
Yeah.
Hooray.
The axe is probably bigger than her.
Oh, it's definitely bigger than her. Easily. Thing is ridiculous. Let's just get out the picture for funsies. Well, we say axe. It's really just the head of an axe. But you know what? Still pretty big. You very much get the impression that this thing has seen battle.
Oh, good.
You know, in case you were worried.
Nah, I was... No worries. No.
Okay.
Don't know what you're talking about.
So then. With that settled, the Fiend takes the axe head that was used to announce the round, and it goes to head under to the bottom. Poof. They're all now not on the deck. And with that, this round is complete. And the MC calls out to everyone. Well, that was exciting. I didn't expect that to go that way either, but hey, we all got to watch a dinosaur fight a hydra on a boat. You're welcome, everybody. Check that off your bucket list. I'm sure you were looking forward to this happening someday, and it happened right here. Given that, that's the remainder of the 7 initial rounds of this. We're going to have the final coming back in, let's see, pulls out a ridiculously oversized pocket watch a la like a Flava Flav clock. And says, there we go. Yeah, we'll be starting the final showdown to make everything as exciting as possible in, let's just say at 3. We'll do that at 3. Enjoy your time. Oh, you probably want to know what's going to happen. Well, as it turns out, per the theme of the entire event, the whole thing, we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a Grail War using the things that you've won. So, look forward to that.
Define Grail War!
Battle Royale between the corresponding classes to the servants that you've gotten. Our master here, the Master of Golems, has so kindly provided us with golems for each corresponding class, and you will get to command them in a free-for-all with the last one standing, the ultimate winner. So hey, it's a good thing you got 3 of them, right?
Yup. Oh shit.
There you go. And now you've got some time to think about that.
Oh god. Oh my god. Okay.
What would you like to do?
She's like, did Annis and the sugar cubes went downstairs, right?
They sure did.
She's asking the remaining group.
They sure did.
Okay. Yeah, we should probably go let them know what the deal is, and I guess now I have to prepare for a Grail War. Oh goody. I don't remember who got what. Oh god, okay. Yeah. So she's just gonna head downstairs.
Head down?
See if
All
she can
right.
catch up with them.
I'll drag you down. And they're going to come down with you because they don't want to hang out up here. Because
I don't
why
blame
would they? Yeah. Everybody downstairs. Well, that lot downstairs. The rest are staying upstairs for one reason or another. But
No,
yeah.
Buck. Yeah, so Penelope's gonna go into the room, and Santa's still snoozing.
I guess that's up to her.
She's snoozing really hard.
That does sound like her.
Yeah,
Hello?
Annis definitely fell asleep. Probably not long enough to count as like a short rest, but
Penelope, as you go down the stairs, you notice that the shifting of the ship back and forth stops as soon as you go through the door from the deck.
That's...
It's remarkably still.
She's gonna look around to see if anything is causing this, or anything visible is causing this.
You don't see anything visibly causing this. You just notice that the ship doesn't seem to be shifting anymore.
Someone's up to some shit. And she's just gonna go into the room.
Yeah.
And she's gonna sneak up next to Annis.
oh no.
And sit on the edge of the bed. And just start poking Annis. Poke, poke. Poke, poke.
Why?
Annis, it's over!
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I won!
Oh, good.
You missed a T-Rex fighting a Hydra!
I missed a T-Rex. What? I missed
Yeah,
a T-Rex.
you...
Oh.
Yeah, and she, like, flips her phone around so she can show Annis the picture of the T-Rex.
Man. Oh, well.
In case you're wondering, the T-Rex won.
Oh, good.
But
So the boat isn't moving,
yeah, I
and
noticed that.
all of the doors down here, aside from the ones to this room, are fake.
Oh, really?
Well, they were when we tried to go snoop, and we couldn't get into any room because the doors were just replaced by a wall with
That's
a.
weird.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still like that.
Huh.
Also, I guess Sugar Cubes is talking to his lady,
Ooh, okay.
probably in the bathroom.
Just gonna hop down. Knock on the door. Aiden! Aiden!
I did the same thing you did. I started talking and realized I was still muted.
Aiden, are you naked in there?
I mean, he can't hear you, remember? It's just the knock that he hears, but like you don't hear anything back, so feel free to open the door.
Okay, I guess he's not in there. She opens the door.
Yeah. He's got his head like he's resting, like his arms are in the water. It looks like he's been praying, but he's just kind of really shallowly breathing at the moment. You know.
Gonna poke him on the arm. He's like, you okay, buddy?
Oh, yes, good.
Did you fall asleep?
Have a moment.
Okay. You okay?
Yes. We must
Okay.
boat finish. We must get information. Make sure harvesters know entry. How last game? Who win?
I did.
Oh, very good, very good.
And then I found out about what the final round is going to be, so I was going to tell you guys since you weren't up there.
Yeah, I join you out here. That way they're all together. Close that door and.
Okay, so do you guys want to know about the final thing?
Of course. At least two of us in here are participating in it.
So yeah, the last thing is a mock Grail War using the pieces we've won in the games.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
know I got 3 things.
I got the bow.
You got the bow. Didn't you get something else? Or am I misremembering?
I only won the bow.
And then I don't remember.
You got the sword. Let's see, hang on. You got the sword.
The sword, the axe.
Yeah, the sword, the axe, and the knife.
Oh, and the knife too. Yes.
Got the lancer or the pokey thing.
Mm-hmm.
The harvester's got that bowl, which I think is the rider class.
Mm-hmm. And then the mage's got the staff.
The staff, yeah. So they all have 1 entry, and then we have 4 for our group.
Yeah.
So you'd be commanding 3 7s?
Yeah.
I mean, you could always pass. You could always give 2 of your things to other people if you don't want to be commanding 3 7s.
I mean, I could, yeah. I also still want to trade the mages for the staff. Want that staff.
So, trade, then different servant.
Yeah.
So that you still have item at end, yes?
Huh?
You keep.
I assume so.
So
I think we asked about that last week, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I just don't think he was upstairs for it. Yeah, you trade. You still have 3. However, um, do it work like actual Grail War require mana to control, or just fake?
Are there golems?
Oh,
I
so
don't.
you'll be controlling Golem. Okay.
Yeah.
Did they say anything else about the golems?
I don't believe so.
Hmm.
You were told that the golems would correspond to the classes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they'll match whatever the class of the item is.
Okay. Hmm. So
That's
me the player, since I've played Fate Grand Order, I know that there's like archers are good against sabers.
That's just Grand
and...
Order. That's not a real thing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we're not playing rock paper scissors with it.
Thank Jesus.
Because some of that's really arbitrary and dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
yeah.
I mean,
And we can assume that this Grail was being fought up on deck.
Yeah. And they're not starting it until 3 a.m. So we have a little over 5 hours to do it.
Okay. Okay.
Or to prepare or get rest or whatever we need to do.
And I'm
To
going
mosey.
to assume that we're allowed to do magic and things to back up our servants.
I would hope so.
So long as we're not attacking the enemy masters, because that's against the rules of the boat.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to do an Arcana check.
It wouldn't.
I will try, but I don't believe it myself.
I was so close to a 20.
Oh. Okay. So, golems are not really a thing of Annis or Aiden's specialty, so you don't know too much there. Penelope knows that, generally speaking, golems are very resilient towards things, both physical damage and often things that are more magical in nature. So while you could probably try to help them, there's going to be a limit to how much you can effectively do so, just because they're generally resilient against magic, including friendly magic. So depending on what they're made of, this may or may not be a thing, but it's certainly worth trying.
Okay, I missed part of that. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. The short version of it is that because the golems in general are resilient against magic, there's a good chance that if you try to help them, it won't do anything, but you're not going to hurt them by trying.
Okay. She's gonna relay that to the others.
So I guess the question is, do you want to give 2 of your catalysts to other people so that there's 4 of us commanding 4 golems, and then we can just, let's be real, we can gang up on the butcher's golem first and take him out so we can...
Yeah.
Well, it seems like we'll have a while to maybe talk to the people upstairs, so you can try and make your trade for the staff. We can...
I think that might be the point of the delay.
For trade. And just so we cover as group, again, goal is make sure Butcher no get entry, help Church get entry, keep it out of
We're
very
helping.
dangerous hands.
I think if any of us leaves with the entry, we will almost certainly have people coming after us as soon as we're off this boat.
All right, out of character. Do I remember us talking about the church or helping the church win?
I feel like because we've
I
brought this
really
up a
don't
few
remember.
times, and I feel like it's been brought up in character.
I
just going
think
to
you've
assume it has.
discussed like which of the lot of them you consider the biggest threat a few times.
Mhm.
Understandably, it's been over time, so if you didn't, you can say you did, but I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, like I feel like we have.
Obviously, we cannot let the harvesters get an entry.
Yeah.
And the mages, they're just, I mean, they haven't done anything outwardly bad
So
this weekend, but they're certainly, we've been warned about them.
yeah, and there's a good reason for that I figured out.
Oh,
So Pierce has tried to enter the Grail War before.
oh.
Yeah, and he was not very successful because back in 2000, no, hold on, not 2005. That's
The
the current year.
94.
94, Jesus. Back in the day of 2005. No.
Oh, yes, the antiquated year.
Do you mean the present day, present time?
Yeah, so back in 1994, without going too much into detail about it, Vivi and I kind of might have accidentally pissed off the church. We were
But
in
more than just existing, I assume.
yes and no. The long story short, we ended up disguising ourselves as church people. You've actually seen one of those disguises. And we like Vivi kind of pointed the church towards a mage that was working on extracting a source of mana from, something other than the regular source. And that was him. It also turns out that you remember how I told you guys about the guy in the library who was draining that the
Right.
Elemental?
elemental?
That's him?
That's him.
Sure.
Right. I
That's-
knew.
That's him.
Oh, got never wrong.
So, yeah, so suffice it to say, I mean, he's probably going to get an entry by other means, but we can't let him have it either. So it has to go to the church.
I mean, frankly, I don't want them to have it either, but I guess they're technically the least dangerous of the three.
I mean, if one of us wins it, we'd have a hell of a fight on our hands once we got off the boat, is the main thing. I suppose we could give it to one of Van-Fem's people, but I think that's also a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are we not trying connect people? Remember meeting in Sherwood? We can build bridge with church. Yes?
Well, and I'm already kind of trying to do that. Obviously, getting them on our side. Well, I mean, we're phantasmals, so we're never really going to be on their side, but I guess ingratiating ourselves to them isn't the worst idea. It's a kind of a lose-lose situation, but
Yeah.
we all agree that it definitely, absolutely cannot go to the harvesters
Yes.
or
Right.
the mages.
Yes.
Right. So if the four of us split, or if four of us enter this last game, who who all is gonna enter?
I mean, I was planning on it, obviously.
Yeah, and then I guess I am, so
Well, I mean, you don't have to, but
I don't know if anti-magic field.
Yeah, we don't really know, like, where we're supposed to be commanding these golems from, if there's going to be an anti-magic field.
well, I have a sneaky suspicion it's gonna be on the deck.
Well, yeah.
But
You've been up on deck as sugar cubes before, and that was fine. And if what Penelope said about the golems being resistant to magic is true, you won't need to be able to cast anyway, so...
My potion will poof. Anti-magic field. Sorry. Take away potion.
That's only if you enter an anti-magic field.
I mean, I can find out if there's gonna be an anti-magic field.
Would be thankful.
See who
Wouldn't
else.
that mess with the golems?
Depending
Not
on how they...
fair.
You know, you're right.
But yeah.
Fair.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's gonna be an anti-magic field. So
I have, let me check how many potions I have.
I think you have 3.
I should, because I didn't use that last one.
It's so dramatic that way.
We don't know how long this is going to take either, but I do remember Moss saying that the final game, something was going to happen right before dawn. And if we're starting at 3 a.m., I think they're expecting the game to last for a little while.
That would mean if drink all of them at 3, dawn 5 or 6.
I think dawn's probably closer to 6 in April.
May not have enough.
sorry, that just reminded me of like if you drink 5-hour energies.
I didn't
die?
turn these bad boys back.
if you have 3, probably more potions.
I mean, I can polymorph you, but I can only do it once.
That means I can't. I did want to talk church and harvesters again, not during game. I don't have enough.
Yeah, that's a problem. So you'll either need to make sure you get knocked out early, or just accept the fact that they're going to know that you're a centaur, or not participate.
What do you both think?
Out of character, I want you to be able to participate.
I know I do too.
Out of character, depending on which thing you give him, he doesn't have to give a lot of direction.
Oh, that's true. If we give him the axe, he's got a berserker.
No, it's the knife. Oh no, the knife's the assassin. So
Yeah.
should be like, what you got there? I didn't. A knife. So okay, here's. You wanted to go up and talk to them, right? So if let's say I wanted to give my horse some fresh air after running the horse race, I could ride my horse around on the deck for no reason other than to give the horse some fresh air, and I can go and talk to people, and you can relay messages to me.
Butcher is smart. Butcher, at point, he
Butcher's a
may
dick.
just know, yes. Butcher tried to dispel me.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I told him dance later. I'm not done.
What?
But I smart. I know what he do.
Dance later.
I say we dance, and he went for dispel. who we know, like
That's a weird reaction to being asked to dance.
well, see, I said Papua New Guinea for location. I think he know Papua New Guinea.
Okay.
I think he know I not from Papua New Guinea.
I mean,
But his glasses no tell him, so he no what. Just not from Papua New Guinea. And with group of other phantasmals. So properly phantasmal.
huh.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, if Aiden can't enter the Grail War, who? Well, and then even if Aiden can enter the Grail War, there's still another catalyst. So who's going to be the fourth master, or third? You, who are you giving your items to?
Give it to Hemlock.
Yes.
The horse
Give Hemlock
enters
the
Grail
knife.
War.
Give Hemlock the knife.
It's like
God.
I give Hemlock the knife and I give my horse Batman the axe. Yes,
Oh my
I've
God.
entered the animals into the Grail War.
I mean,
I won't say you can't. That's up
I
to
don't know if
you.
there's rules against that, but
I'm just look, he's a pretty smart horse.
Look, based on the legal precedent of Airbud, you could do almost anything.
Oh my
I mean, we have established that Sugar Cubes is just a really smart horse that's occasionally sometimes a human. You could have him be the master
yeah.
in horse form.
just the axe in the mouth, you just hear a muffled no.
I
These
think
are
we
your
don't really-
choices.
We can't really do much planning without knowing anything about the battlefield. All we know is that the harvesters, I think, have the Rita class servant, and the church at the moment has the caster class, and
Oh no, the mages have the caster class.
the mages have the caster class. The church
Oh.
has the lancer, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I have the archer.
And then I have the berserker, the assassin, and the saber.
The church, their relic, it familiar. I can't place, but I know. I need see closer.
Well, I know my sword is Orochi, because, Mr. Hierophant. And then I know the knife is Brutus's knife, like the guy who stabbed Caesar.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah! Apparently this was the last knife in his back.
That's fun.
Fun facts with Penelope. I don't know anything about this axe, other than it's an axe and it doesn't have a handle.
Well, I don't know how much she could tell you about the items, but the blonde lady with the church can identify. Well, she was able to take a look at that jawbone that I got back in France, and
Yeah.
she could tell instantly that it was a real relic, at least. So she might be able to tell you something about it. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, she told me about the knife.
So we all go talk church first? Say hi?
I mean, wait. Maybe.
I mean, maybe no axe. I also ask if they know things that I know.
Well, we know that the church brought the knife and that the mages brought that staff, but that's all we know.
Who brought axe?
I don't remember.
We know some of these things came from Van-Fem's personal collection. We know the harvesters brought something. And that's about all we know.
Yeah.
So I think we need to get we need to gather information.
Yeah.
I guess we can figure out who's gonna be masters a little closer to the game.
Yeah. Okay, so
okay, I don't know that I necessarily agree with you wanting to dance with the butcher, because that seems like a bad idea. But I understand the angle of asking people to dance to then get information out of them. That actually sounds like that could work.
Casual.
And
Yes,
would be a
casual.
lot of fun. She's kind of shyly looks over at Derek, like, I kind of want to dance with people.
I
Everyone
don't think I
together.
should ask anyone else to dance today.
You
Well,
dance
if you ask
with me.
them, just to ask and not, using your magical abilities, and maybe don't ask certain people.
No, I should just avoid it.
You could dance
I
with
mean-
Johnny.
I don't have to ask her for that.
You could dance with me. Probably dance with Sugar Cubes.
Dance, yes. Everybody dance.
So you
Maybe
guys-
if we start dancing, other people will also start dancing, and then you won't have to ask people. They'll ask you.
Dance.
But what if they
Honor.
start thinking that I made you guys dance?
I dance because I like dance. I teach you my dance.
Like, what if they say that I forced you to dance?
No.
'Cause that's been the implication.
I think they will know difference. Plus, we dance because we have fun.
You did kind of force Harvester
Yeah,
friend
and
dance.
you know,
against you.
of all the fucking people, you want to know who implied that, I'm like, I fucking talked to Joe, and he fucking implied that, like, me getting them to dance is just the same as him doing the shit he does, and it's not. It's really not.
What does he do?
Yeah, we no.
I know he went to some town in Germany like 8 trillion years ago and knocked up a lady.
Oh.
I mean, he basically he makes people do his dirty work for him.
With his eyes?
Yeah. She's just like glancing over at Johnny because she doesn't want to elaborate further.
Oh, I keep rolling so low. I'm like, do I be diplomatic or actually say what Annis is thinking? Okay.
I didn't, because this is something that is like, he doesn't want to like baby anybody, but he also wants to be gentle with it. It's just like, he just kind of looks at her and he's like, I assume what Joe do take away people choices.
That's putting it lightly.
Then, in a sense, there are varying degrees. But when no one have choice, no good.
I mean, there's a difference between charming Elias into not,
Yes,
killing
very.
us in self-defense versus charming Elias into dancing just because you wanted him to dance.
It more what word? What common word? And he like says something in Sylvan really quick, and he's like trying to figure out the word for agency. Body control. But due to hurt, so understand it different, but it's still body control. But I think if your heart right place, they will see too. I know no Joe. Can't speak Joe. Just
He makes people hurt each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figure something worse.
He makes people hurt each other and he ruins lives. That's what he does.
So we know like Joe dangerous.
I haven't hurt anyone. Right? Right?
No.
I mean technically we all kind of hurt
Well,
in defense.
Wait.
in
What?
defense, right?
Defense. Like, technically, we kind of hurt Clover in process of containing Einash. But again, defensive to protect and save. But technically, we all have hurt.
Well, no, I meant with the charming.
Oh. I no. I only see. I think he's actually only seen the boat and just those last two. So I don't think he's seen her charm anyone else.
She's gonna look at Annis like, back me up here.
It just
I
like
mean,
I don't
you
think
haven't
so.
hurt anybody. It has really been in self-defense or to help another phantasmal up until this boat trip, as far as I've seen.
So no hurt.
And even then, you didn't really hurt them so much as just, you got you tried to get Elias to tell you things, and you got them to dance. It's complicated.
Magic
Yeah.
complicated. People complicated.
But I don't think they're going to think that you made us dance. And even if they do, and they try and use a dispel charm on us and it doesn't work, that just means they've wasted the the effort.
That's fair.
Mm.
Yeah.
Speak of dispel. I do
And-
count in brain.
What?
It take many magic to dispel. Well, not use yet on me. Yeah, he still maybe dispel. Keep hands clear.
Anyway, what I was going to suggest is if you don't start the dancing yourself, maybe it will look more organic. I don't know. You could always start playing music on deck and other people could start dancing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then you join in.
Yeah. We never figured out who else gonna enter, or who else is gonna enter.
Oh. Just looks
Just
over.
Look over at Derek and Johnny.
And
Really?
Hemlock.
It's either you two or Buck or Jameson.
Oh my god, out of character. I want to see Jameson do it.
Okay, but I would too. That man is a legend. Okay, if you say that in character, Ida's just gonna look over to Annis and be like, Jameson. Jameson good.
Annis, what do you think about
So-
Jameson entering if those two don't want to?
I mean, honestly, I think he would have fun. I think he'd actually be really good at it. He seems like the type that could really excel at something tactical like this.
Be good at managing Penelope. Why not Golem?
Are you saying nope?
Like he's our manager.
No. She's like, are you saying that I'm hard to manage?
I
You're
know Pop
specifically
Idol.
paying someone to manage you. What do you think?
Rude.
That was not in my
Both of
voice.
you. Rude.
And it didn't say that. That was not in the voice.
Well, Penelope's saying that at Artie. Rude.
Wow.
She is
that
reaching
wall.
through the fourth wall and just being like, "Fuck your fourth wall."
Mhm.
I'm not gonna
Nate?
lie, I really do want to see Jameson in the Grail War now. But the problem, like, all right, Jameson, I'm paying you to do this. Remember, if you do
You enter
win
the Grail War, Jameson.
the actual Grail War,
That would be very dangerous.
Yeah. Whew.
At the
Okay.
risk of stereotyping, maybe you should give the stabby knife to her cousin.
Oh, I mean, that's true.
Oh yeah.
If we keep the knife. I mean, yep, that's Buck's whole thing.
Okay, so we'll give one to Buck so he can be Stabby McStabberson.
I mean, I don't know that the masters are going to be the ones fighting.
No, I more
So
meant
he
he
can be
probably
st-
would know how to tell an assassin how to assassin.
True. Oh, I wonder if they're going to turn into actual heroic spirits or if it's just going to be golems.
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
I mean, full disclosure, I'm planning on trading the axe head for that staff.
Yeah. Yeah, give the mages the Berserker.
Maybe I shouldn't. But the other option isn't great either. Give them the assassin. That's also not great.
No, I think out of those two, the Berserker definitely probably would be better.
I am not giving them the sword. I am leaving this boat with that sword.
Oh, absolutely.
Hierophant's sword.
So if anything, like, I don't know.
We have time. We can gather more info, find who
We need information.
Axe
Definitely.
is,
Yeah.
and then decide. Maybe once know who Axe is.
And oh god. Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and head upstairs then.
Yeah. We're not really doing much good down here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do want to check in with Lucretia really quick, but
Okay, I change.
If you can even get into the room.
Oh yeah.
we'll see what happens, I guess. And she's gonna go do that.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah,
anybody
that is-
stops her.
Annis is definitely looking at the doors.
Sure.
Boop.
Yeah.
And boop. Is the door real?
No.
Oh.
And Annis went with.
She's gonna knock on it, but is there the like painted door situation?
It absolutely looks real, but it does not seem to function as a door.
She's gonna knock.
Now that it's been pointed out to you, it's a little more clear when you get on close inspection, so you don't have to roll for it.
Okay. But yeah, she's gonna knock anyway.
Yeah, this is definitely not a door, but it was certainly a door before I used it.
Yeah, I did too.
Nothing happens.
Let me try. She's gonna cast sending.
Okay.
And
I was like, don't you have her cell phone number, or is that like not able to do down to here?
oh, I don't know.
I was like, you're supposed to have her cell phone number, because I know we talked
Yeah.
about this last time. Don't waste your sending.
You pulled out your phone?
Sure, she's pulling out her phone.
You have no signal.
Okay,
Oh,
then
shit.
she's
Never
gonna use
mind.
sending.
No.
I will note, you had signal at the start of this adventure. You don't have
Yeah.
signal now.
Mm-hmm.
Did I
Oh.
have signal when I was texting Vivi a picture of the T-Rex?
Yes.
So
Okay.
Upstairs, but
So
downstairs.
So something is weird about the downstairs.
And just to clarify for consistency, you had signal in the room before.
Yeah.
The door was open.
Oh.
Yeah, because you texted Vivi Vivi. I think you had to like maybe lean out the door or something. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's gonna cast sending to Lucretia, and she's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm at your door. downstairs, but it's not an actual door anymore. And the second floor of the boat isn't moving. What's going on? 25 exactly!
I can go see if I can get Moss on the line. He might know what's going on.
Well, I will say, Iden's also told you it is likely the heist. So if you alert them,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Would the heist also be making the doors fake?
that's questionable. I don't know. He just knows that this is likely when the heist is going off, because he's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Might be the work of the our friends from France, maybe.
Yeah, but why would they make the doors fake?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, none of this makes sense, but
It's every door on this floor except the ones for our room. Even the ones for your room, your and Johnny's
Wait.
room, they're fake now too.
what?
Yeah. Literally, it's the doors into our big room and the bathroom, and also to the little storage closet that Lupin and Catherine were in.
She's
Every
gonna
other
run.
Every other door's fake.
Oh. She's gonna run up to her door. Is the door fake?
Yep.
Oh, damn it, no! That doesn't... Other door?
Fake.
Fuck! My door is fake! My shit's in there! Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
All right, and you get a sending reply.
Oh. Oh. So Lucretia says she opened the door and she doesn't see us. She asked if I'm invisible. She says she hasn't heard anyone in hours.
Oh,
This is not good.
this is definitely weird.
She's gonna cast another sending and say,
I was standing right here and I didn't see the door open at all.
Correct. Nothing changed while Penelope went away for you.
I wish. Iden's gonna put. She's gonna open the door and call out, Anis, Penelope. You still there?
I'm gonna run back. So, Penelope's sending to Lucretia, and Lucretia is somewhere, but it's very weird. She says she opened the door, but I was standing there the whole time. I didn't see anything.
So, something that comes to his mind that he's gonna bring up is that I'm just like, I feel like he would know, like, this is just a logic he would have. It's just like, similar to when I mirror other side, they no see. Are we separate from Lucretia?
I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. And then everything is still down here, but when we go back upstairs, it's the normal boat. No one's been down here except for us since the game started. Well, and the fiends. The fiends have been coming down here.
Yes, you do recall that each time a game is over, the fiends take the item to be won downstairs.
I can try calling Moss. He may not. I don't know.
If heist may
If it's
give
a heist, it might be a
way,
bad idea, but he also may just kind of look the other way.
maybe catch him. Maybe he come here to us.
Yeah,
In room. We know say till room.
yeah. I like that plan. Before I call him, I'm gonna go check back in with Penelope. I'll be right back. Jog. Anything?
Haven't actually gotten to send yet.
Well, gosh.
I've been trying to send.
Okay. I want to make it clear, like, if they
Oh,
talk,
God.
he'd
Okay, I'm
close the
just
door
gonna type it
behind
out.
Janice before letting her back out, just FYI. I kind of close the door every time. But he's gonna go check his connection here while you do your thing.
Okay, she's gonna say, I'm not invisible. I think she's like, I'm not invisible. I think this is a fake floor on another plane. But I can still get to my room and upstairs. And that's it.
Okay. She will reply to you, and I will type that out.
Okay. Oh, goodness.
So I'm going to try and get Moss to come down here, and
Okay.
if your plane thing is correct, I don't know if he would be able to get to this floor or not. Oh, this is so weird.
I'm also now worried about Lucretia, because if she's not on the boat, like, what if she's not on the boat anymore? Or
So do you think this is the actual boat we're in right now, or do you think we're somewhere else and she's still on the actual boat?
I think we may be somewhere else. I don't know.
I think so too, but I don't know how to tell. There are no windows or anything. This is all like would be below water where we are, correct?
Yeah, you would be below water. Well, I say you'd be below water. You would be like right at water level.
I want to say there's cannons right there. If you don't think Iden's pulling out a cannon, you're dead
I
wrong.
don't think those are real cannons.
No, those are
Or I
just
don't think
props.
those cannons are even supposed to be there. Yeah.
They're props. They're part of the gimmick.
Oh, well, I guess
They're about as real as anything you would find in an Applebee's.
Yeah,
Sick burn on Applebee's.
Type a message to you while Penelope does her thing.
So I'm making sure the doors are closed. So Penelope thinks that we might be on a different plane right now, and that the real boat is that we're not really on the boat. I'm not sure. This is definitely weird. I'm just trying to fill the silence since messages are happening.
Yeah,
I mean, I can
much.
say it out loud. I didn't want to say it because I thought Penelope was going to say it out loud, so I don't want to talk while she was.
I already did my thing.
Well, I know you guys still got to get a response.
Yeah, but it's going to get typed out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm typing them out just so that it's easier for you to keep the message on screen.
Okay, so do you want me to just vocal while you type, or do you need a moment to type?
Yeah. I mean,
there you go.
Penelope's gonna...
Oh, okay, shit.
Oh. She's gonna run and, like, just fling open the door. She's not gonna bother knocking.
Yeah, shut up behind you.
Okay, so it's like... It's kind of like the Magnificent Mansion in Paris.
Okay.
You know how Lupin had the, like, kind of shady looking building?
Yeah.
And then you walk through the door and it's like the fake building or it's like the actual mansion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what she's saying it is.
That makes sense.
Oh.
So we think this is the heist, not anything with the
Yeah,
boat.
probably then. In that
Makes
case.
sense. Makes
So
sense.
it'll go back to normal eventually. And we
I
should not,
certainly hope so.
and so we should not alert anybody about this for the time being.
No.
All right. Well, I suppose we should just go back upstairs then and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I just hope they don't take too long with it, because eventually I want a nap.
Well, I mean, we can still
Oh,
nap here in this weird alternate plane of existence.
No.
Okay.
No. Penelope's gonna head upstairs.
Maybe they can't return things to normal until we're all out of the weird plane. I don't know. Let's go upstairs.
Okay, I change. I one
So
moment.
we're gonna mingle and we're gonna trade with people and we're gonna dance, right?
Yes, yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goals.
Woo!
All right.
She like grabs onto Derek's arm as she goes, "We're gonna dance, right?"
I mean, obviously. I'm not going to be upstaged. All right, so we're going to drag people back to the top.
Yeah. All right. I have taken my human juice. I'm marking it off, and he's changed to his red dress. Cause fuck yeah, he's being fancy.
Oh, jeez.
I might still be in the clothes that I was wearing at the end of the concert. I don't remember saying I changed.
I don't believe you did.
I want to say those were the concert clothes that he was wearing. So he's yeah.
I mean, she'll just stay in it. Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Two
you're
more. Man,
back
juices.
to the. So yeah, as you step out to the deck, you can feel the air again. You can feel the boat shift under your feet again.
Woo.
Ugh.
Oh boy. Ennis, you okay?
Yeah, we're not moving that much, so I think I'll be fine. It's just very jarring after it being so not like this.
She's just gonna pat Ennis on the shoulder.
When you
Trying
step
real
out,
hard.
you get a
Well-
text message as well.
Trying real hard not to think heist.
Your text message is from Lucretia, and it is simply, was I right?
She just texts back and is like, I think so, yeah.
You get a smiley emoji back.
She's gonna text her a picture of the axe head and be like, do you know what this is by any chance?
She's gonna see if she does. She messaged you back and she says that she doesn't know exactly, but it looks like it's from Northern Europe.
Oh shit, my fantasy grounds just crashed.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You just rolled too hard.
Lucretia broke the game!
Yeah, clearly.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Well, I can't move my token yet. But, she's gonna go and chat with the mages.
All right, so as you come out, the MC actually reaches out to you before you get to the mages. Whee! And you're reconnecting, but I'll tell you what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah, he meets you like shortly after you come back above deck because he sees you're here with Annis. And he says, all right, it's good to see you're here because I've got a sneaking suspicion that between the two of you, you have a monopoly on this.
Probably, yeah.
So I'm going
I
to...
only got one.
You guys arrive together and you add up to 4, and that's what matters when we're going for majority. So the way this is going to work is I was going to get all of you together and have you vote on what kind of stage you'd like for the big showdown. But seeing as you, between the two of you, could just call it, where would you like them to fight? You want a plain? You want a forest? You want them in the middle of a city? Like, what is the desired battleground for you?
Forest. But I mean, we should put it to a vote.
A forest is fine with me as long as there's a body of water, specifically a lake.
All right, I'll call everyone together and we'll vote on it. I just thought I'd ask you first to save time because you can kind of veto almost anything.
Cool, I
with
will.
That, he calls together the representatives from each of the groups. And
No matter what he says, I'm vetoing Butch.
I'm just vetoing him off the boat.
He just says forest, and you're like, mm.
I'm just going to drag you all over here.
Oh, he is real close. Hold on.
Like, I would like a forest, and Annis is like, city. I want a city. Fuck you, Butch. No, she's not. She's not saying that.
Specifically saying, fuck you, Butcher. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of you are there. And he's, all right, everyone, we're now going to place our votes. You get a vote per item you're bringing into this. So we're going to go down the default terrain list, but just to save some time, how do we feel about a forested area with a lake? And with that, the butcher is shaking his head. That's a no.
Like yes or no.
The mages are shrugging. The church are nodding. That's fine with them. And you guys. Obviously, we know Penelope wants to vote, but this is your chance if you want to surprise us.
Yep. Yes. Forest, lake. Yes. 3 times.
I will also say yes, obviously.
All right, then. That settled that. All right. Good talk, everyone. We will be meeting up there. As a quick update and reminder for anyone not in the loop, the way this is going to work is we have put together golems corresponding to each of the classes. You will be given a golem control rod corresponding to your class, which will allow you to command them on the battlefield, which we will be putting together over the next few hours with the help of one of our guests. We'll do a little bit of mild terraforming out here in the ocean to make this possible. And then once the battle begins, you'll be commanding them from here. You will be able to, while holding the command rod, see what your golem can see. And you may direct them accordingly. So good luck with that multitasking. He finger guns in Penelope's direction. And
Don't worry,
you're
I got
welcome,
this.
of course, to nominate anyone you wish to play in your stead, should you want to spread this out a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, you have several hours. Remember, while we are hanging on to the items themselves till the end of the night, just for your own safety, we will definitely be okay if you wish to make any deals amongst yourselves for how you want this thing to play out. All right, enjoy. See you at 3. And he just walks away casually. You're all now awkwardly
Well?
standing there around each other.
Oh.
Butcher's going to go back to his place. He's not talking to you people.
Bye,
Damn.
bitch. And yes, she did say that out loud.
Look, he just found out that he has to command a rider in a forest next to a lake.
Suck it. Does not say that out loud. Definitely thinks it.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That's not a great
I mean,
place
if
for
Annis
him.
doesn't want to say it out loud, Penelope's gonna be like, suck it, loser.
Well, wait, Miss Charity, Miss. Oh, wait.
Yes?
Could we talk together?
I have
Sorry,
a
it just
feeling
looks
I'll
like
be
she's
over there
sitting on
for
the phone.
several hours. You're welcome to join us if you wish.
Yeah. Yes. I was gonna say he'll follow her so that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll drag you over there
Fine.
if you like.
Thank you, because my screen is so close.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm going to assume that like the deck went back to normal after the pit.
Oh
Yeah, it's back to normal. It was restored while you were downstairs.
So it's got all like the tables and stuff down there.
Yep, that's all back.
Oh.
Oh, we gotta get a dance floor. We got time.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you thought about it too.
Wait, where's the guy? Never mind. Him first. We gotta get to him first to be like, oh, he's right there still. Y'all are the closest.
Huh?
The MC. He might be able to change it.
Penelope's just gonna go up to Van-Fem and be like, "Hey,
Yes.
can we make the floor a dance floor?"
I love her.
Yes.
Okay,
Excellent.
cool.
He holds up his hand and he just does a quick, and the floor starts to flatten out again. Only it goes back closer to when you were doing the concert. Lights. Oddly enough, the Roombas floating around start to do their lighting again, and the central area becomes more of a dance floor almost instantly.
Sweet. And that's how it's done. And she just flips her hair and just walks away.
Pretty much.
I love her. I love her so
You're a
much.
superstar.
Huh? Do what? Uh-oh, did I lose you guys?
I said,
Now I can hear
and
you.
this is why you're a superstar.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess so. And then she just walks away.
So what's the plan now?
Well, I'm gonna go change or trade things and go have another conversation with an asshole. And I guess at some point dance with people who are not assholes. Specifically, someone who is very, very cute and just cuts a glance over at Johnny. And then, like...
Get a smile in return.
And then she's just like blushing furiously for a moment, and then she's like, and then I'm probably gonna eat a snack, and then I might take a nap.
Food does sound good right now. I think I'll go to the bar.
Okie doke. Tell Jameson I said hello. Even though I can very easily do it myself.
That's called delegation.
So I have to
Yeah.
sit next to.
I mean, you could also ask someone to move.
Nah. I'll just sit down here.
There you go.
Sit with Jolene. Jolene.
I'll just order some kind of a snack, unless there's like funky themed food.
I mean, you know there is.
That's yeah. I know there are funky themed drinks.
Yeah.
I think I could have a few drinks now and be sober by the time the Grail War starts.
You got 5 hours.
I mean, that's the spirit, right?
Yeah, if we don't have like a menu or whatever, I won't make you go into detail because we'll be here all night.
I mean, so all of the drinks were named after Knights of the Round Table. All of the meals are named after various other European myths, but broader. So, like, there's like Beowulf and Grendel and so on and so forth. It's exactly the level of effort you see at a convention when the hotel bar people have the one person on staff who's ever seen an anime name all the drinks, and they all become very suspiciously like late 90s IGN reviews. Which, yeah, it happens. So the names don't really make any sense for the food, with the exception of the specifically the Grendel involves like a half wing. So, you know, but you're welcome to pick the mythology of your choice and combine it with the drink or drinks of the Knights of the Round of your choice and have a fun combo.
Cool. Time to look some stuff up and pick the funniest name. But I'm pretty much
That's
done.
fair.
Annis, don't order Morgan Le Fay.
Why would I?
It's not great.
Yeah.
For what it's
Burns
worth,
your
Jameson
insides.
Jameson has a sampler platter that's just called the Canterbury Tales. It's got a lot of samples. Some of them aren't complete.
Oh no.
And
Oh
Jameson,
no.
he's snacking.
Look, Jameson is a connoisseur of snacks. He kind of has to be.
Jameson is a snack.
Whoa. But anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a Robin Hood themed food?
Yes.
Annis is going to order it because she's curious.
Sure. The Robin Hood food is in fact a it's I'm trying to think of this in terms that Annis would recognize, because to my knowledge she doesn't do a whole lot of like snack food shopping. She mostly like gets real food.
Mhm.
So to you, it's a very strange bastardization of what would normally be like a nice sausage meal. But apparently this sausage has been dipped in some kind of batter and then impaled with a stick.
What?
Take that, Robin Hood.
What in the? Okay, well, I guess I won't knock it until I've tried it.
They're not bad.
Oh, do you eat it with any kind of sauce or?
Yeah, you can. Some people like to dip them in ketchup and mustard or stuff. Other people like to use batter. But I mean, really, it's a corn dog. You can eat however you want.
Yeah, Annis will get some ketchup.
Go for it.
Annis will concede that it is delicious, but also she can feel how unhealthy it is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like this is American, right? This has got to be some kind of American food.
Probably.
No.
I mean, I know that some people like to actually roll them around in potato wedges just to really drive it home.
Huh.
But yeah, your corn dog came with a side of tater tots to represent the merry men.
Beautiful.
I could be eating worse.
All right. So I guess while you're eating and socializing, let's see what Aiden's doing, since Aiden didn't get to participate in games.
We do. You have fun? Just like talking to the table as a whole.
Most of them are not really responding, but Laeticia replies, "That last one was certainly something. Did not expect to see dragons and hydras and centaurs today."
What? You saw centaurs?
Were you not present for that?
No. Downstairs.
Oh yes, they summoned a bunch of familiars and had them fight.
I know, like, violence.
Understandable.
And like he's just like a little frazzled after hearing that, because they did not tell him that there were
Nope.
centaurs up here.
Penelope
Oh.
definitely neglected to tell him that.
Oh yeah. What they look like?
Oh, they were there were two of them. They were very large. They fought with spears, and they fought against, I believe it was griffins that ultimately did them in. They did kill ogres first, though.
They have paint.
On their faces, yes.
What look like?
I mean, they had the bodies of horses, the upper body where the head would be. They were, strong-looking men with face paint.
Yeah, paint. What paint look like?
I couldn't see too well from up here. It was very quick.
Okay. And how everything else look?
The other creatures?
Yes.
The dinosaur and the hydra were very large.
Very, very large. Dragon, certain color?
It wasn't a dragon. It was more of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, I think. It's a large lizard. And let's see, and what else? Let's see. There was... they're oozes. They were big and gross. They were disgusting, really. There were ogres, like I said. There were fire lizards, salamanders, I think they're called, and these big, ugly creatures that were very strange. Oh, and there were these beautiful plant ladies.
Plant ladies?
Yes, they won the first round.
He just starts, like, shaking. You know, I mean, dryads?
I think that's what they were. It's hard to tell. They didn't have trees. They were just there.
And every animal and creature fight?
Yes. I think the dryads had the advantage because things charged at them, but they got to cast their spells.
Yeah, he's just shaking. Like, he's not okay at this point. That's no good, no nice.
It was quite a bit. It's just, I suppose it's fortunate that they were just familiars and not the actual creatures.
They
dissipated very quickly.
They still feelings. They still feel.
It is dreadfully true, I suppose. Then again, I suppose this is just a prelude to an actual Grail War with familiars that are here much longer.
What would Church wish for if in Grail War?
It's not our place to wish. We simply wish to recover it.
So, if you get Grail entry, enter, or just enter to get?
Traditionally, we're more overseers, but we would do what we need to do to secure it. It is, if it is in fact a Holy Grail of any sort, we need to keep an eye on it. We need to prevent anyone from getting it to change things too drastically.
To keep people from hurt.
That's not something that we have the power to do. We rely on a greater power for that.
People with it.
We wouldn't use it at all.
I confused then, because if you entry and win but no use, it's still wait for use. No?
That I don't understand. I assume it would simply go away, but that I'm not the one who's really the expert on that.
He just kind of looks over to Charity.
She's just looking back at you. She's not saying anything.
You know either.
It's not our place to know.
But what about for your god?
He does not need wishes.
You act through other way, then? As Watcher?
We would do what we can to prevent anyone else from getting it if we were to participate. Otherwise, we would simply oversee and try to minimize the harm done by the entire experience.
You see him kind of like calm down, because that's actually something that like reassures him that they're not terrible people. And it kind of fits into like, he does want to give them a chance. So how, and he just like try to gather his more common question from you won earlier. Do you know what it is?
I have an idea.
It ring bell, but I know see close enough.
I don't know what exactly it is, but I know that it is of great divinity.
Okay. That why. Divine, that why. I just you know feeling. You feel and sit and ponder. Yes?
Of course.
Yes. I feel when I saw just glimpse and it pull incenses. I'm glad it with you.
We'll do our best to safeguard it.
Do your church talk with other churches?
We talk throughout our congregations, yes.
So, harmony between churches?
All of them under the true God.
True. What true God?
And at this point, you get to roll for conversion.
Oh.
No,
Yeah. Nat 20, I convert them.
No. That was your save against it.
Oh,
Good job.
Okay, well, Eldath coming in strong. She's like, hell no.
Right. No, like they'll give you a bit of an overview of their faith and philosophy, but you obviously don't have to subscribe to any of it. But you are getting some knowledge from it, because this is actually something you don't know as much about. It'll help your future religion rolls.
Fuck yeah. So yeah, he'll be like, can we? He's just like, we talk more while dance. Want to learn more. Is
While
okay.
dancing?
Yeah.
Isn't it loud over there? Cuts to background music in the club floor.
Oh god. See, I was thinking more like nice jazzy shit. Damn.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
ultimately up to Penelope to decide.
That's
She's the one who requested it.
Music.
Jazzy club music.
Jazzy club music it
About
is.
that scene from Titanic where they're playing like the really upbeat music and everyone's dancing. That's
Yes.
what I'm picturing.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
fair.
in the distance, Vivi somehow from far away makes the iceberg, and we're all fucked.
But yeah, so it's a bit loud down there, is the answer.
But still, like, dance? If okay?
Do a persuasion check, because you're convincing them to do this, and they're not defaulting to it, so see what
He's
you
actually
can do.
gonna offer it, like, not only to, like, he'll look to Laeticia, but also Charity. He's gonna offer a hand to her as well.
Okay. Then try to persuade.
Persuade. Let me find my...
You're in people mode now, right?
I am, yeah, but I have
So
some
it'll just-
disadvantage.
Yeah, it'll just be D20s then.
No, 7.
we should probably save our energy for later. It's a long night.
Maybe later we meet again?
We'll be here.
Okay, I'm gonna cut it there so everyone else can do that thing.
Yeah. You'll
Yeah.
get plenty of chances, because it will be a while. Like, this is partly our opportunity to abstract things out a little bit for what you want to try to get accomplished.
Yeah, I was gonna hit that table first, them after, but I'm gonna. Yeah.
All right, so now we'll cut back over to the other side of the boat. What are you lot up to?
So I had two things I want to try and do.
Okay.
But I'm probably gonna have to pick one because I know we have to end soon.
Yeah, the nice thing is we can do catch up stuff between this as well. So you can pick whichever one you want to do here, and then we'll do the other on the side.
Okay, let me tell you what I'm trying to do. I either want
Okay.
her to talk to the mages and trade her thing, or I want her to try talking to Joe again so I can get those last answers that I forgot to get.
I will let you pick which one you want to do live. You can try either. You have plenty of time for both, so.
Okay. She's gonna go ahead and try and do the trade since it's fresh on her mind.
Okay. All right, so
That and Annis and Derek are nearby in case shit goes wrong.
fair enough. So you're going to walk up to them. Yeah, the two other people that never talk are continuing to not talk. Jonas is sitting here casually eating something since it's been a bit of a night so far. He still looks a little stressed out over the fact that he's somewhere where, a lot of his powers effectively don't work. And Pierce is just sort of casually sitting there, thumbing through some cards, pass the time.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hi. Hello, yes. Good show out there. You've won 3 rounds, I think.
Yeah. I think the games were pretty fun.
Definitely getting the impression that, luck goes a long way, but there's some skill there, too.
I don't know about that, but...
You can pick them. You can pick the horses. You can certainly pick the right dinosaur to back. That was certainly something.
I was about to say, if you don't pick the dinosaur, you're a fool.
I felt like one. I was operating on the assumption that something that, could stand against Hercules for a time would be able to beat up a T-Rex, but it turns out T-Rexes are powered by modern dreams.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that was more of like a Jurassic Park T-Rex? I don't know.
Yeah,
Either
it
way,
was
it's
distinctly
cool as
lacking in feathers.
Yeah. But yeah, so I got the axe, and
You did?
so that was pretty cool. I mean, I don't have the actual physical axe, but
Right, yeah, we're waiting to get our staff back as well. It's exciting, though.
yeah. So how do you guys feel about doing a little trade?
Really?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? You've got many things on the table.
She's gonna put the coin for the axe on the table.
Oh, you're looking to trade that Nordic axe for, I assume, our staff?
Yeah. Actually, do you know a little more about the axe? Because
Let's see.
I
what he
wasn't able to get
knows.
too much.
Ooh, spicy. And I've got some theories, but I'd like to get a chance to confirm, of course. It's certainly interesting.
Well, what are you thinking?
I suspect that it's probably more historical than mythological in nature.
Interesting. But yeah, I mean, I'd be willing to trade it to you for the staff. If you're up for it.
It's challenging because something based in history is not quite as exciting as something from the Age of Gods. You can tell that he's considering it, though. And based on what you've interacted with him in the past, you know that he's been studying that staff for a long time. So while it is probably more impressive, it's probably running out of mysteries to him. So you are welcome to roll your persuasion pitch for that.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna be like, I know neither of us really know much about this axe, and I think since you're like, even if it does end up being more historical, like that's still pretty cool in and of itself, because that means that somebody who actually existed owned this thing and used this thing for something that was actually real and tangible in the world. And like, it's really old, so there's probably not a lot of people around who were able to see it in person, so that kind of, in a way, is its own mystery? You know?
Okay. You can roll your persuasion.
Oh no, where's my persuasion? There it is. That's a 21.
Okay. 21 is a big number.
It's spicy.
All right. It's very true. That's a very compelling argument, but it is a bit challenging on account of we brought it here to use as collateral to get something new, and if we give up the staff and we come back with something that isn't equally exciting, we might get in trouble. Do you have anything that you could really maybe throw in to help appease things? Like old Rocco's going to be pretty pissed if we don't have something. Maybe to slip him on the side. Doesn't have to be that big, of course.
The fancy opera hat out.
Are
Puts
you
it
gonna
on the table.
the fancy opera hat?
Yeah.
I was
And she's
literally...
and she's like, all right, okay, so this hat. It's a nice little hat. I don't really know much about it. I found it when we were in France. And I got it, I think it was in Paris. I could be wrong. No, I don't think it was Paris. I don't remember. But I feel like this hat has its own bit of mystery to it, you know?
Interesting. And you're saying that this is possibly worn by someone famous? Possibly someone significant?
I mean, if you want to get completely technical, she says, just like tossing her hair over her shoulder, I've worn it, and I'm famous, and, you know.
All right, do a new persuasion roll. Try to convince him this hat is worth it.
I believe in you.
If it works, I'm gonna cry.
Look, this is what bards do.
No, it didn't show up. Okay, that's fine. Come on, baby.
So consistent. All right, he's gonna see how open to this idea he is. Well, as long as it's been worn by someone. You can see him sort of doing some head math, almost. Sure.
Okay.
So the axe and the hat for the staff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously, the staff is downstairs and the axe is downstairs, so we can't trade you that now.
Yeah, but we can trade the coins.
Fair enough. So
yeah,
he has he doesn't have the coin on him. He sort of turns to Jonas and nods, and Jonas shrugs and places the staff coin down in front of you.
She puts the axe coin down.
And then he like looks to the hat.
She puts the hat on Jonas's head.
Fair enough.
She's like, I would put it on your head, but I can't reach over there, so.
That's fair. There's a table in the way. Okay, so the trade is complete. You will now, for the purposes of the next round, you've still got the axe, like for summoning the stuff. Well, not summoning, but for the golem fight. But when it's over, you will be getting the staff.
Okay. I can't believe that word. Shit.
I mean, give me see. I'm gonna roll something for you. Actually, it's more fun that way.
Oh God.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's more concerning.
Isn't it though? Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna take the hat out of your inventory.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, okay, cool.
I deleted it. It's gone.
Goodbye forever, hat.
It will now live on as a fancy opera hat that once belonged to the famous pop star Penelope.
It's true.
And may have also belonged to someone else famous and historically significant. We don't know. We may never know. I'm pretty sure she got it for $20 in a souvenir shop.
She did.
She wore it. She is famous.
Yep.
It's cool. That's how catalysts work.
Smash cut to 100 years in the future. All right, this hat was worn by Penelope for 5 minutes. We can summon her.
I mean, kinda. Got it directly from you.
That's true.
All right. So then that'll be Penelope's thing for now. We'll do the Joe thing separate.
Yeah.
Is there anything left that Annis would like to do?
I can't think of anything right now.
Okay. Well, in that case, we will do one last thing to sort of leave this on our dramatic thing. So while all of this is going on, someone does walk out from downstairs. It is finally time for Lucretia to come up after all that. And she walks over to the edge of the ship and starts building an island for you. As is her way.
Thanks, Mom.
She's building your island to the specifications given to her, with the forest and the lake. And following her up, I'm not going to drag them on here right now, but there are 7 golems which are modeled after their respective classes. And I will be sending you, before the next session, the stats of your golems, which you'll get to control and actually fight them out because you're controlling them with the control rods. So they will be new characters that can be used for one session that you'll claim on sign-on, and you'll get a sense of how these things control for the future when you maybe get much stronger ones. So,
Heck yeah.
Fun. And finally, so she's up here and she's doing her thing, and I'm going to do a roll for her. And so, as she's doing this and as she's making her little island, something's gonna happen. Let's see.
Flashbacks to the divination. You better not, baby.
Let's see. Have some pictures.
It's
Wait.
it's waifu for life.
And have some pictures. So she is going about her business when somebody walks up and tries to talk to her.
Oops.
Oh.
No, 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 no. Don't you fucking dare, Joe.
And as he walks up and tries to talk to her, let's get his picture up for funsies. Yeah, he tries to talk to her, and as he approaches her, and she is summoning her little island, everyone give me a perception check. From wherever you are on the boat.
Fuck my life.
Okay. So I'll describe what Anna sees, and then I'll pare it down for what the other two of you see. Annis, you can see that as he's approaching her, while she's building her little island, she is saying something in his direction that he's ignoring. And when he finally gets close enough to her, with her right hand up, she continues lifting the island. And looking forward the entire time. And with her left hand, as he approaches, and this is what everyone can see, she reaches out and she grabs his neck and she throws him off the boat. And as she does so, and this is the part that Annis gets to see and no one else does, there's a very, very quick flash where she is as something changes. And I'm going to show you. Wow, I have to dig out an old picture for this. Yeah. You see on Lucretia's face from that distance, for a very split moment, her features change. And her features, Annis of all people would recognize. So I'm glad you're the one who ruled this. Look like this.
Oh my god. That's the...
Oh.
That's the chick that he knocked up. With the kid that died.
Yep.
Yeah, Annis is standing up and just like slack-jawed.
And that you only see it for a split second, but there it is. That's the face that she had the moment she grabbed his neck and threw him off the boat.
Holy shit.
I don't know what to do about that.
I mean, that's the mystery you get to sit on for a little bit.
Yay.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Meanwhile, Penelope gets trapped in that fun little world of, I want to meet the other person that's in there.
No. Oh no. Oh
Fun
dear.
times. Now you can really
Although
have
I'm
fun
glad-
when you're recapping that session. You have a missing piece of context.
Fuck.
Wait, what?
You now have a missing piece of context for that whole flashback thing. That's like session 6 or 7 or whenever that was.
Right, yeah.
I don't fucking know. I'm talking to this table.
I mean, fair.
I see a man get thrown and go, oh no, it's Joe. Bye, Joe.
Penelope's jaw drops like, oh shit, I guess I should have asked him earlier.
This will be after your conversation with him.
Oh,
You'll
okay,
still
cool,
get to do
cool,
that.
cool.
Yeah. I just thought this was a more fun thing to pause on since I know we're going to be busy for a bit.
Okay, so that does actually raise a question for me too. So the next time we start, we're going straight into the final game.
When we start, we'll wrap up whatever the fallout of this is, and then we'll go into the game. But because this is abstracted out, like,
Okay, so I can like hit you.
you
up
can
on the
still
side
have your
later.
other conversations, and we can still resolve some of that. But my hope is that the next session will be that game, so
Okay.
that we can get that resolved. Because I'm about to flood the combat tracker with 7 more things, and that's going to be really annoying. So I don't want that to stretch more than one session.
Like, Ennis definitely wants to go talk to Lucretia, but I know it's also 10 o'clock.
Yeah. We'll do that. We can do that separate. That'll be fine.
Okay.
Unless you all want to do that on screen, in which case we'll do that next time and carry on as needed.
I'm down. I'm down for that on screen.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some
All right.
good. That's some good cliffhanger.
Hurrah. That was where I was hoping we were going to get in like January, but here we are. Good times. Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to start closing stuff off. So thank you, everybody, for joining in for this. We'll be back in March or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Woo.
Thank you for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.